What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Full 90. Today, it is time for the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. And I just want to say, first of all, massive shout out to myself, because in the previous video, if you followed every single tip for each quarterfinal game in the Champions League, you would have had a nice little fourfold winner with Man City to win in over 1.5 goals, Real Madrid double chance of both teams to score in over 2.5 goals in the Bayern PSG game, and Chelsea not to lose and under 4 goals in the game against Porto. So 4 out of 4 correct tips for the first leg of the Champions League. Let's see if we can carry that form through to the second leg of the quarterfinals. Kicking off, we do have Chelsea up against Porto. Now, I think Chelsea are pretty much home and dry. They've got the 2 away goals and the 2-0 aggregate lead. So I think going to Stamford Bridge, they'll be set up very, very well to actually, I'm going to say, win this fixture as well, like they did beating Atletico Madrid across both legs. I do think Porto are going to score, however. Whilst it was unlikely that I saw them scoring in the first leg, I predicted Chelsea would win 2-0. It's literally all or nothing for Porto. Obviously, if they don't score, they go out. But if they want to have any small chance of qualifying or going through in this tie, they need to come out guns blazing and take advantage and try and score a goal, an early goal preferably. So I think Porto are going to score, and I think Chelsea are obviously going to score to try and combat any sort of Porto comeback. So my final score prediction is going to be 2-1 to Chelsea, but my tip is going to be both teams to score at 1.9, and you'll see that pretty much all of my tips are goal related, both teams to score related, because based on the teams that are playing and the position that each team are in, every fixture lends itself well to every team scoring a goal. And obviously in the first leg of the quarterfinals, 7 out of the 8 teams did score a goal, like I predicted, all teams except Porto to find the back of the net. Now the next fixture, PSG up against Bayern Munich. Now Bayern Munich, without Lewandowski, they were still very, very lethal, but they weren't as clinical as PSG. PSG really took their chances, and I'm definitely not writing off this Bayern Munich side. I really am not, but it's at home for PSG, so I'm going to go for a high-scoring game, and I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. But Bayern Munich, with the way they played, if they were a little bit more clinical, even without Lewandowski, could easily win this game like 5-0. But then PSG, with the quality of players that they've got, Neymar and Mbappe in particular, of course, they could turn up on the day and win, 3-4-0 as well. So I'm going to go for the 2-2 draw, which would send PSG through, which would be a fantastic achievement for them, knocking out the holders. I'm actually surprised that I'm predicting PSG to knock Bayern Munich out here. I don't even know if I believe that myself. It sounds very strange. It wouldn't surprise me if Bayern Munich won this one 3-2 and we went to a penalty shootout. But I'll go for a 2-2 draw between the two teams. But my tip is going to be over 3.5 goals at 1.9. With PSG having 3 away goals, Bayern Munich are, like they usually do, but even more so, similar to how Porto are going to have to do it. They're going to have to hit the ground running and go for a load of goals. And PSG, they do have the quality to score goals themselves, as we've seen. So I think goals in this fixture is a no-brainer. The next fixture, it's Borussia Dortmund up against Manchester City. Similar to how FC Porto have to try and score against Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund have to try and score against Manchester City. They are literally trailing. They do have an away goal, so I think Borussia Dortmund are going to score. They've got Erling Haaland, and when you have Erling Haaland, I think a goal is inevitable in most fixtures. And Man City, they do tend to crumble a little bit at this stage in the Champions League. I don't see them getting knocked out here, though. I'm going to go for a repeat scoreline of the first leg, another 2-1 win to Manchester City, and my tip is going to be both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.83. The way I see it, Dortmund are going to score because they have to score to do anything in this competition. Man City are going to score because they're a fantastically good team, and there's definitely going to be another goal thrown in there, so I'm very confident of that tip as well. And the final fixture, of course, it is Liverpool up against Real Madrid. Sergio Ramos still missing for Real Madrid. However, Real Madrid played fantastically well in the first leg. Klopp was saying that, playing at the Real Madrid B team ground was difficult for the players. It wasn't a proper ground, all the excuses you can think of. But Real Madrid simply outplayed Liverpool on the day. But Liverpool, they are at Anfield, and whilst their home form this season has been a bit up and down, they are still a force to be reckoned with. Salah is still scoring in pretty much every game he plays. So I'm going to go for a Liverpool win, Liverpool to win 2-1, and my tip is going to be both teams to score and Real Madrid to qualify at 1.8, because I think Liverpool are going to score, like the other teams, Dortmund and Porto and Bayern. They have to score. They're losing the tie, so they have to do something. But Real Madrid have the quality, similar to what I said for PSG. They have the quality to score and get the goal. And I think the 3-1 victory in the first leg will be a little bit too difficult for Liverpool to overcome, given that they're not quite at their full strength, at their best, as we've seen in recent seasons. So I'm going to go for a Liverpool win, but Real Madrid to qualify and both teams to score as my tip as well. So that is going to do it for my Champions League quarterfinal second leg predictions. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like on it. Leave your predictions down in the comments below, and let's hope for another 100% success rate with these tips. And I will see you in the next video very soon.